What's up, everybody? Wes and Andy, here we are.
Back again
Feels like it's been, what?
in a couple weeks.
I was going to say it feels like a month or something.
Life gets in the way sometimes.
Life!
It happens.
Oh, yeah, that little chestnut.
Yeah,
How's yours?
that's good. I think I'm back to a normal pace now.
You are. Oh, yeah.
I think so. It was kind of go there for a few days. So
Okay. But that happens. That
it
happens
does.
from time to time. However, where am I at right now? I'd like to think I'm okay. On some level I am. On some level I'm not.
Hmm.
I've had a recent round of political discourse, which I don't like.
Well, if I mean, it's kind of hard to avoid because
It
the
is.
media is just bombarding the crap out of everything.
It really is.
And like,
And
even the nightly talk shows, like that's
yeah, I know.
headline number one.
I said to my wife today, I don't even know how the political satirists keep us, like, how do they do it day in and day out, like the Stephen Colberts and the Jon Stewarts? Like, they make light of this stuff and it's their business,
I get it.
but it's just so draining.
It is. I watched a Jimmy Kimmel clip today, and my heart hurt. It's like
Yeah,
this
that's
is
where
the
I am right
state
now.
we're at. I get you're trying to play it for laughs, but it's not funny.
That's where I am right now. And I mean, I see these, it's been a couple weeks now, and I don't want to get into it a whole lot, but I see these memes depicting Canada as the 51st state, and that hits me in a place that is so deeply personal
Hmm.
that I have to look away, because if I turn in on it, I'm going to get angry, and I'm going to say some things that I might regret later on. So I just don't want to. Uh, I just don't want to. How's that?
No, it's perfectly legitimate.
Like
Everybody,
button activated.
nice.
I do like that.
So yeah, we've got Sean here. We
Hello,
got
Sean.
Gaz. We got
Gaz, my man.
Hazel.
We got Zazel. Hey, man. How is everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing okay.
Wherever you're at in the world, hopefully you're doing okay.
I hope it's warmer where you are than it is right here. Strangely enough, we had this, what I would call, fairly seasonable weather last night and most of today, and now it's just turned cold again.
Yeah, it's the Canadian roller coaster.
Uh, damn it.
Summer on Monday, spring on Tuesday, winter on Wednesday.
Yeah, really. If you don't like this season, wait a few hours.
Pretty much.
I've been to a few places in the world where that kind of happens.
Mm,
Some of them right here in Ontario.
yeah.
Um, lots in the world of Hollyweird this week.
Lots of weird and Hollyweird this
Hey,
week.
the Grammys were this week.
Yeah, they were.
Dope.
Well, there was a nice moment between Taylor Swift and Beyonce. Taylor
yeah, that's cool.
congratulating Beyonce on winning Album of the Year.
In the most bizarre. Listen, I am not a country music fan, so I really don't have the knowledge to chime in on her record. Have you heard it?
I've heard the song, yes. Um,
Yeah.
I don't think you can like definitively split it anymore.
No.
Like the melding is just kind of gelling together.
We kind of went through this in the 80s, and more so in the 90s, with the southern rock or the country rock.
Hmm.
And those lines, I think, are fairly blurred now. Are we that far now where
We're starting to blend R&B and hip hop into
we are,
country.
right? Okay.
You
And
can blame Nelly for his country grammar back in what 2001.
is that right, eh?
Yeah.
I just saw him recently.
Yeah.
He's on the new version of the Hollywood Squares
Neat.
with Drew Barrymore.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Nice.
What are we gonna do? I guess before we get into the first news item of this evening, we should probably open it with some
Random Fandom Trivia.
That's the stuff.
It's good stuff.
That's the stuff. What do you got for us this week?
All right. Question. As of 2024,
Okay, that's not
what
long ago.
is the most watched YouTube video of all time?
Of all time.
As of 2024. So is it
Oh,
A,
wow.
See You Again by Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah.
B, The Baby Shark Dance by Pink Fong Kids? C, Gangnam Style by Psy? Or D, Despacito by Luis Fonsi?
Wow. I'm completely blown away at that list, because I expected to see a few other things on that list.
You would think so, but like
We're talking specifically YouTube.
specifically YouTube, yes.
YouTube video.
It's
Interesting that can we really consider the Baby Shark dance a music video? I guess you
Yeah,
can
they
by
did put out like the animated video for it where the little
sheer
sharkies go
technicality.
dancing.
Y- I don't honestly know, but I am somewhere between Despacito and I hate to say it, Baby Shark, do 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 do. Because you know what? That one has been played in my house more than once.
I think it's been played in every house more than once. But like the See You Again, that spiked up because of the death of Paul Walker, right? During Fast and Furious 7.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And Gangnam Style, like it's still making headlines.
Hot dog condom style. Have you heard that one?
I have not
You
heard
got to
that
look
one.
that one up. Hot dog condom style. And if you've not seen it, go and watch that music video because it's absolutely hilarious. You know the
Nice.
part where they're doing the
Yeah.
dude literally has a hot dog in
Oh,
a
no.
condom and he's spitting.
I don't know if that
Me
style
me
is
telling you
approved.
that is not as funny as watching it, so I do encourage you go and see
Still pretty funny though.
hot dog condom style.
We got some answers already coming in. Sean is going with C, Gangnam
See
Style.
Gangnam Style.
Zazel says trick question, probably all of the above, but probably dumb shark.
Doot 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 doot.
Kay coming in with D, Despacito.
Ooh.
I always say Desperate Rico, but
That's a misheard title.
it is a misheard title. But that segment comes up later.
That's true. That is true.
Gaz says E,
Oh,
Zazel's Clubhouse review of Sergeant Slaughter's Triple T review.
is that the
Nice.
latest? Is that the latest one? Is that the latest video?
I don't know.
Is that a open the vault and pull it out from the past video?
Yeah, like is it the original vintage Triple T or is it the new crossover mashup with
Sergeant Slaughter
Because it transforms, right?
into Sergeant Cup.
Yeah.
Ba weep grana weep ninny bong.
Oh,
Funny story. Funny story. Andy, you know this. I'm a big fan of the Forza Motorsport
Yes.
racing series, and in the latest version, they just gave us Mount Panorama Bathurst track in Australia, and to go along with that, they gave us a selection of Australian cars,
Ooh.
including a Ford Ute and a Holden, an X. Oh my God, what's the name of the car? Doesn't matter. I took the Holden and I gave it a paint job to look like Sergeant Cup.
Oh,
And on the tailgate, I wrote "Ba weep grana weep ninny bong."
nice.
Yeah,
Gaz coming in, locking his answer in.
locking it in at B.
Baby Shark Dance.
Beep 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 beep.
And Zazel says, that's the vault one for sure. Haha. New video up. Cup Triple T
Cup
coming
Triple T.
soon.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I'm in on it. I want to see it.
Yes. Well, I don't think we need to run the sounder for this, but
No, that's fair.
you know, if you guessed Despacito,
Oh,
you are wrong.
oh,
If you guessed Gangnam Style,
yeah.
you are also wrong.
Oh,
But if you guessed Baby Shark,
no way.
you are correct.
Baby Shark Dance.
Yeah,
What do
it
you
was
know?
published on June 17th, 2016.
What is the view
The
count?
view
on
count on it is 15.7 billion.
Oh, that's billion with
a
a
B.
B. Oh,
Yeah,
my
and that
Lord.
crushes the second place holder, Despacito, which has only 8.56 billion,
It
which is
wasn't-
still a staggering number, but
Despacito only 8.5. So, wow. You know, it wasn't that long ago that Take On Me was like the first music video to crack 1 billion on YouTube. I'm surprised. And that's the thing that threw me off. I thought for sure Take On Me would have been on that list. Kills me.
yep.
Well, here, let me see if we can get it out. Take on me. Take on me.
Take me on.
Take on me. I'll be gone
I can't
in
get
a
that
day or two. Sorry, that's the best I can do.
close enough.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Are we going to get the copyright on that?
I don't know. I doubt it. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Don't even put it up. Don't put it up. No, you can put it up.
I'm going to put it up. I'm sorry, Zazel. But Gaz is all about the baby shark.
Baby shark. All right. All right.
Zazel says perfect.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
Thanks.
Perfect.
I didn't even get a warm up before I launched.
Oh, you gotta
Encore.
call for an encore already.
Oh dear. Can you imagine? Listen, my wife. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this Joey Bro guy? Joey Bro?
Oh, I think she mentioned it at the Christmas party.
Yeah. Joy Bro. He's a
Oh, is that the weird?
he's a
hippie looking-
phenom, man.
Yeah.
He's with all the reels on Facebook.
Yes, I remember him now.
Kim thinks I should do my own karaoke thing.
I mean, you could run it on your Ring Cam channel.
Oh dear.
Just do it in the
doorbell karaoke.
There you go.
Are you kidding me? You know how many people driving by our house would be like, what the fuck is that guy doing at the door?
It'll draw a crowd. It'll be worth it.
I can't imagine.
But yeah,
Doorbell confessional.
Baby Shark for the win.
It's great, but also horrible at the same time.
It is, yeah. But also horrible this week. We have 2 bad news items.
Oh,
This one hits me right in the
yeah,
feels.
this one gets me too.
John Irwin has passed away.
I am Adam, Prince of Eternia. No, I'm not Prince of Eternia. And I'm not Adam either.
No, but he was He-Man.
Man, the guy was such a recluse too. Like,
Mhm.
just not much of a wasn't one for
wasn't, like-
conventions.
no.
Wasn't one for. I guess there was I read something about he basically wanted kids to remember.
The voice, and that's it.
Yeah, and not the way he looked.
Oh,
And I thought,
well.
I can respect that.
Mhm.
It's unfortunate that, he wasn't as maybe willing to engage with his fan base sort of on a.
Because I have no doubt that his fan base would have embraced him wholeheartedly.
I think so. And I think a lot of these guys, like Larry Kenny, the voice of Lion-O, and a lot of these other voice actors, really, once they've embraced it, Peter Cullen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who you can tell when Peter's in front of a room talking about, the fan experience, that he is very grateful for that. And I think, and fans just, they love that stuff. We eat it up. We adore them.
Like, it doesn't matter what you look like. Your voice is etched on our memory.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I met Alan Oppenheimer, and you know what? The little old dude behind the table, I don't care what you see, he was still Skeletor and Man-at-Arms and all the other voices that he was. Yeah, it's unfortunate that he's gone. I'd hoped that he was the kind of guy that might have sort of changed his perspective on that fan engagement thing later on in life, as some of them do.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Nimoy, I am not Spock. Suddenly, Leonard Nimoy, I am Spock.
Well, he was.
Right, he did. He had a change of heart on it. But I also read that he was well aware of sort of how the fans felt about him. So sad that he's gone.
Also recurred on the Clint Eastwood series Rawhide.
Rawhide.
And Morris the Cat for those finicky cat commercials back in the 70s.
Oh my God. Now that you say that.
Once you hear it, it's
the big yawn.
right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you see there was a meme that had sort of headshots of all of the characters that he voiced on Masters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty extensive.
Do you have a favorite outside of He-Man?
No.
No?
He-Man's my go-to.
I got to give it to Granamir, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah. I love the voice of He-Man, obviously, but
yeah,
if I had to pick a second character that he voiced, Granamir.
I guess there was a sad thing because he had passed away sometime in December.
Oh, and it just came to light now.
Yeah, like they didn't find him, I guess, till the 20th. So, I guess that happens when you're reclusive, but what can you do?
Wait, he voiced Morris the Cat? Yeah.
Yeah. But also voiced Reggie on the 1968 Saturday morning Archie show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he came out of retirement in 2005 for one episode of Family Guy.
He did do that.
He brought back He-Man.
He did do that. I bet you they offered him a boatload of money.
Probably. But why not?
Was that before or after the first cancellation?
I'm guessing that's probably before.
Yeah, before, I think.
Right in that area anyway. But yeah, he was the announcer / narrator on shows like Here's Lucy, Malcolm and Eddie, films like The Looker from 1981, Everybody's All-American.
Lucy. Wow.
And Back to the Future 2.
Wait, what?
He was the announcer dude in Back to the Future 2.
Oh, man, I got to go back and watch now.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Very vaguely, but I
I
did not
don't.
know it the first 100 times I watched it.
No, but now that you know, you're going to listen for it, right?
Yeah, and then once you hear it, it'll be like, yep, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Another one. This sucks. We lost Bob Euchre.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah.
Was that a while ago?
No, January 16th, so just a couple
Oh, so
weeks ago.
just a couple weeks
Passed
ago.
away at the age of 90.
Mr. Baseball.
Mm-hmm. Harry
Oh,
Doyle
man.
in Major League.
Wow.
Unmistakable voice.
And then what was the oh dear, he was a regular on a sitcom.
He hosted Bob Euchre's Wacky World of Sports.
I do remember that, but he was
War of the Stars.
oh dear, he was literally like no, he played a character on a sitcom in the 80s.
Made regular appearances on the Johnny Carson show and Late Night with Letterman.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of. Bab.
Euchre.
Bob Euchre sitcom. That's it. It was in Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, yeah. Mr.
God, it's
Belvedere.
that. Has it been that long that I couldn't remember? Yes. See, look at Jen knows.
Jen
Thank you,
knows.
Jen. Mr. Belvedere.
But yeah.
Never met you before.
My kid would like him, though. He was on Teen Titans Go. Also cameoed on Who's the Boss and Futurama.
Oh, yeah.
He was a head in a jar.
Like most everybody from
Pretty
that.
much all cameos. But yeah, so that sucks. But we did get some positive stuff this week.
Oh, yeah, cool.
We got a new Superman TV spot.
Oh, my gosh. How did I miss that? I only saw it today.
Yeah, I don't understand why people are complaining over the flight scene here. Because we've seen this similar style of flight in like previous James Gunn films. And he's flying. I have no issue with it.
I don't either. I saw a headline like, is Superman's face CGI? I don't think so.
Like he's got an upper lip worm going on there. So.
I don't think so. There was a thing I saw today about this movie that had some voice, some Nathan Fillion talking about heroes being registered.
Yes, I saw that as well.
I was like, what?
I was like,
what's
really? We're
going
going to
on?
borrow from Civil War?
I mean, it explains why he and Hawkgirl and Mr. Terrific are all wearing similarly decoed suits.
Like they're all...
they must be on some sanctioned government team, I suppose.
Yeah, it says
people complain. Yeah, just to complain.
Yep. But like we also got a really good look at the kaiju that is going to be throwing fire his way. And it's menacing as hell looking.
Yeah, man. It's like it's right out of Pacific Rim or something.
Yeah. And then another good shot of the robot. Everybody is assuming is going to be like the little robot butler from the Fortress of Solitude.
Keyleth.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the name, right? I think it is.
I'm not 100% sure, but I can go with that.
I think so.
Yeah.
We saw another robot this week.
Did we?
This morning. Where were you this morning at 7:30?
Sleeping.
Don't tell me you missed the biggest news of the day.
Oh, that robot. No, we got that
okay,
robot.
Okay,
that robot comes up later.
Whew.
Like, robot, that's the takeaway?
That was the big news today.
No, that wasn't the big news of that. I got other. I saw other.
Okay, other robot.
Well, other stuff within the same.
Okay, no, that's fair. I saw lots of stuff in that.
Yeah, but that is not our only Superman news. We have bad Superman news.
Oh, by the way, those two films, this film and spoiler, Fantastic Four, they're separated by 2 weeks.
Ooh.
So Superman comes out first. So if you want another movie, if you want the DCU to succeed, go and see this movie when it comes out.
Basically.
Don't wait. Go and see it.
Yeah, because that's all they count anymore is numbers.
That's right.
But up here in Canada, we might not be able to see this film.
Oh, because of the lawsuit?
Yeah. The Superman estate.
Didn't they do this when Man of Steel came out?
I don't recall. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure they did.
But they're suing the Warner Brothers Discovery and DC Comics to block the release in key territories.
Yeah, namely Canada and the UK, I think.
Yeah, I think there's a couple more.
And Australia?
Yeah, Canada, the United Kingdom, Ireland, Australia, and they want the declaratory relief establishing to go back to the Schuster estate for ownership rights.
Yeah.
Because I guess the contract they had in place has expired
Well, it comes down to copyrighted characters revert to their owners after,
after death,
yeah,
which he passed away.
X
So
number of years after death.
yeah, but
But
I mean,
there's another side to this. Do you have the name of the lawyer? The
uh,
lawyer that's representing the estate?
the lawyer representing the estate is uh,
I can't think
plaintiff
of his
Mark
name.
Warren Perry.
Yeah, but that's not.
That's
I
the
want. I need.
executor
It's the
of the
lawyer.
estate.
There's a thing. Mark Toberoff. That's his name. So Mark Toberoff has been representing the family since something like 2002, and he has already been accused of wanting to wrest control of the
Oh,
estate from the family.
oh,
And it seems like every time a new property comes out, like
that's another
that there's
chance.
another,
It's like that
okay.
dude suing Moana.
So apparently this didn't go through the last time around. I don't know what's going to happen on this one, but you know what? I hate to say it, but I mean, if it doesn't show up in the theaters, it'll still be out.
It will.
Wink,
It'll get
wink,
out there.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
It'll be out there. And I'm not saying you should do that, but it'll be out.
Yeah. And I don't know. They need to come to a deal and quick because all sides lose money if this thing is not in theaters getting shown.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't help the. It doesn't help the studio, that's for sure.
And like movies these days, they need all the help they can get with the amount of streaming and you know.
On another note, I just watched a streaming movie this week that I actually thought was worthy enough of a theatrical release, which surprised me.
Hmm.
Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon have a buddy comedy that, well, it's not. I guess it's a buddy comedy.
Okay.
Maybe it's not. It doesn't start that way, but it ends that way.
Okay.
You're cordially invited. About they both play single parents who book the same place for their kids to get married.
Oh jeez. Okay,
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer for that.
It's quite good. It's definitely worth, if you've seen this, it's on Prime Video. If you've seen this and thought, it's cute, it's worth watching. It's definitely like a good little date night movie.
Okay. I watched some Prime the other night too. I watched the Tom Green documentary.
So did I. What'd you think of that?
Not bad.
I have a
Not bad at
whole
all.
new respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
A newfound respect that I did not have prior to watching that. I didn't realize that he had sort of been an artistic guy that early on in his life.
Mm-hmm.
And to go through all the things that he went through, and really the thing that really got me the most was just how much Jackass basically emulated him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, cool documentary if you haven't seen that.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully this gets sorted out and we get to watch Superman on July 11th like we're supposed to.
Yeah, July 11th, because Fantastic Four is July 25th.
I believe so.
Yeah, 25th.
Yeah. But sad news for fans of Sandman on Netflix.
It
will be ending with season 2.
Oh, so we are getting the second season.
We are getting the second season, but that's it.
Okay.
It's gonna roll out because they've finished it. They've put all the money into it.
Do they need him to be attached in order to do any more stories?
I think they need him attached if they're gonna like continue to pull from his source material.
But if they've already got the rights to do that, why do they need him? If he's only serving as a consultant, executive producer, like, you could cut that out.
You could
Pay whatever penalties. If the show is profitable, maybe it's worth considering. Let's just cut our ties with him, but we'll keep making the show.
Mm-hmm.
But does that come back to in 2025? I was about to say 2024. Does that come back to cancel culture in 2025, where, like with Jonathan Majors, how do you separate the art from the artist? So if we're still making this stuff, that he benefits from it in some way, is that a consideration here?
It could be.
That's a tough one, because I genuinely liked this show. It was very engaging. I thought it was really well done.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy playing Sandman is fantastic.
What's Gaz saying here?
He says that Prime has a great channel on it called Universal Action. All the great shows that Universal Studios had done throughout the years. I have to see if that is available to us here in good old Canada.
Because there's always a little bit of difference from there to there.
Oh, of course there is. Universal Action Channel.
Oh yeah, this is following the sexual misconduct accusations levied against Gaiman.
This is on Pluto TV.
Really?
We can get Pluto up here, can't we?
I don't know for sure.
I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure we can. Universal Action Channel, Canada.
But you know, Netflix has not responded for a request for comment based on this, but it's spread past there now because Gaiman had departed from Amazon's upcoming final season of Good Omens.
Fuck, that's another one. My wife will be upset about that.
And development has paused on the movie based on the Graveyard book at Disney.
Yep.
And then he was dropped by Dark Horse Comics, and the Coraline musical has been scrapped.
Oh,
So,
really?
oh, there you go. Sean has Pluto TV.
I was sure that we could get Pluto tier. Pluto is Paramount's free. It's their free one. It's ad based. But it's free. I don't know if we get any of the Sean, correct me if I'm wrong. Do we get any of the sub channels on that? Like, can you get the Universal Action thing through Pluto? Let me know if you can. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, he hasn't been through the court process or anything, so who knows how it's going to come out the other end. But I mean, damage done, right?
Absolutely.
But another show from way back is getting a reboot. Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, I just heard something about this, and it really wasn't anything about the show. It was
it's
the Melissa Gilbert refuting
Megan Kelly.
That's
I
her
guess she
name.
made a comment saying, what did she say here? Netflix, if you wokeify Little House on the Prairie, I will make it my singular mission to absolutely ruin your project. And that was posted on X. Well, Melissa Gilbert has responded on Threads and encourages her to watch any episode on any streaming platform anywhere in the world. Following that up with, apparently Megan tweeted, I'm not on that platform, asking that Netflix not wokeify their Little House remake. Watch the original again. TV doesn't get too much more woke than we did. We tackled racism, addiction, nativism, anti-Semitism, misogyny, rape, spousal abuse, and every other woke topic you can think of. Thank you very much.
I think back to, and I was a regular Little House watcher for probably most of the show's run, I would think, because it came on when we were, jeez. Do you remember when it started?
Oh, no.
I know I would have been very young, if not, because it started in the 70s.
1974 to 82.
So there you go. It started when I was 0.
It kept going.
Right. So I'm sure I've seen the entire show over the years.
Yeah, it's been in syndication forever, right? So
yeah.
And 204 episodes across 9 seasons, so yeah. But she's right, like they did tackle a ton of stuff. And I don't know. It's going to be weird to see a reboot, but could be good.
I don't know if it's something that I will watch.
Yeah.
It's not because I have a particular, sort of fondness for the original. I just don't know if I can watch a show about like the pioneer days again.
Yeah.
It would have to be, I mean, not to say that the original wasn't very dramatic, but I just don't know, like, there's a wholesomeness to Little House. I don't know if you can recapture that.
No.
So I don't know.
Josh is in the house tonight, though. Hello,
Hey, Josh. Nice to see you, man.
And follows that up with, I didn't care for Little House.
You didn't care for Little House.
Oh, but Michael Landon.
that's okay.
Michael Landon, he was an angel.
That's okay. I would rather watch Little House than Highway to Heaven.
Actually, I kind of got a kick out of Highway to Heaven just because of the bearded
connection
partner
of Mr. Edwards.
That's right.
I don't think of him as anything else but Mr. Edwards.
I know, eh?
Yeah, the guy with the beard, because we can't remember his real name.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Josh.
Stuck at work waiting for the same guy. And that guy needs a kick in the butt.
Yep.
Show up on time, dude.
He's affecting others around him. But anyway, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, has officially kicked off filming.
Oh, wow.
So James Gunn and Millie Alcock have shared photos from the set I mean, it's nothing to write home about. It's just her sitting in the chair with a Superman logo, the new Superman
The
logo.
new one, yeah. I mean, because
Um,
that's what Melissa Benoist on in the background there.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, in the one shot there. Um, but yeah, it started filming, and oh, what's this Josh following up with?
He does, but unfortunately, it's in his contract that he may be late.
Oh, I wish I
Maybe
had a
late,
contract
like
like that.
habitually, whenever the fuck I want to. That's a shitty contract. I'd tear that fucking thing up.
Gaz saying little house should have some ninjas in it. Just saying, little ninjas on the prairie.
That's hilarious.
I
Oh
mean, they
man.
can have, what was that? 3 ninjas, those little kid ninjas back in the '90s.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, wasn't there?
Three ninjas kick
Wasn't
back.
JTT in that?
I can't remember.
Wasn't that one like Jonathan Taylor Thomas? Wasn't he one of the three ninjas?
Maybe.
No, I don't remember.
Says Josh says, I don't know why, but her face, me oi hoi hoi.
Me hoy, me noy.
It's just the makeup from what's it?
House of the
Thrones?
Dragon.
Yeah.
House of the Dragon. That's the one.
Yeah.
She's the young version of what's her name?
I don't know. I haven't watched
She's
it
a
yet.
Targaryen. It's like what's her name's grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah, from the original show.
All right.
Grandmother, I think. Grandmother, yeah.
Yeah. But James Gunn, he confirmed that filming start for Supergirl, and praised Alcock and director Craig Gillespie, who previously directed I, Tonya and Lars and the Real Girl.
I, Tonya is pretty good.
I haven't seen it yet,
Oh,
but I do
man.
want to see it.
It's very tongue in cheek. It's good.
Nice. But no date on release yet, but it's underway. It's moving forward, and that's good.
Like not even a year. Like
I can't see it taking too long if they've already kicked
if
it
it's
off,
filming
right?
now,
Probably next year.
26,
Probably.
end of 26, maybe early 27.
Yeah.
That makes sense. About a year for post production, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with all the kaijus and stuff they're throwing in there. But another one that's not on the happy side of things, Justin Baldoni
Justin Baldoni. Yeah.
has
Okay.
amended his Blake Lively lawsuit to take aim at the New York Times metadata and
Okay.
claims that Ryan Reynolds bullied him with Nice Pool.
What?
Yeah. According to him,
What?
he's accusing Ryan Reynolds of bullying him with the character Nice Pool in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Why? How so?
Apparently, they had an interaction at the Reynolds home,
Yeah.
and after that, we got Deadpool and Wolverine,
Sure.
and he's insinuating that this character is like some sort of,
Like a pastiche of him?
yeah. And he continues on like, oh look, Nice Pool gets killed by Lady Pool, who played by Blake
Lively. Yeah.
But I mean, he's not taking into account that he is killed by all the Deadpools, not just Lady Deadpool,
I mean,
Kid Pool, Head Pool,
yeah.
Cowboy Pool.
Listen, you are way more versed in this than I am. Is Nice Pool a new original character just for this movie?
I don't know for sure, but
I know who knows.
yeah, Google knows.
Google knows.
Google knows everything.
We'll find out.
But I mean, it's pretty. I can't see that being bullying because it works for the story of the movie. But Josh saying, just trying to get money and 5 minutes of fame. Well, he's got a little bit of fame. I mean, he directed the movie that apparently he sexually harassed Blake Lively on. Josh follows that up with, I could see Reynolds being a smart ass, but nothing else. But he's a national treasure.
I don't have a definitive answer, but I do have some pages that. So certainly this character has been written. The question is, are these just new? I don't know. It looks like he's in the MCU wiki. See if we can get a first appearance here.
Mm-hmm.
Date of death 2024.
Yeah. Anything past that?
Nothing's coming up for me in terms of like first appearances.
What the hell, Google? What the hell?
According to the credits, Nice Pool is portrayed by Gordon Reynolds.
Which is
Ryan Reynolds' fake twin brother, who is
Yeah.
actually Ryan Reynolds in disguise.
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
I did know that part.
In the mobile games, Marvel Puzzle Quest,
Hmm.
Marvel Strike Force, and Marvel Snap, Nice Pool is named Hot Pool, while in Marvel Future Fight, he is named Handsome Pool.
Hmm.
However, at some point after his inclusion in the latter two, he was renamed to his movie name of Nice Pool.
Okay, so he's been around prior to the movie then.
Yeah, I guess so.
So that kind of throws his argument out the window.
Yeah,
But that
yeah.
still leaves the New York Times stuff, and he's
I
claiming
guess, yeah.
that Blake Lively's team and the New York Times colluded before dropping the lawsuit on December 21st.
Sorry, they colluded.
Yes, and he's getting to this conclusion, I guess, because some internet sleuths
Yeah.
went out and found some documents with metadata tagging
All
it
right.
prior to the December 21st date. But like anybody will tell you, if you open a file up and reuse it,
It changes the date.
it'll change the date, but it won't change the creation date.
No.
And that metadata will still say it was created whenever you created it.
Yeah,
first.
yeah, of course, of course.
So like you reusing the same template for your notes.
It's the original creation date.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it would tell you that you did the notes, 3 years before the show.
Even though it's the notes I used this week.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Which, by the way, I do that. Change the name, change the things. Okay.
Yep.
I do use the same format, though.
Yeah. So again, we'll see how this plays out. The judge of the case has come out and said, please do not let this fight out in the media because, Ryan Reynolds very public in the persona on the medias.
So what? Is he asking a judge for a publication ban?
No, the judge is asking them to keep it in the courtroom.
Is the judge issuing a publication ban?
I don't know for sure.
I don't know.
But apparently both sides met in court yesterday for the first hearing of it. But we'll see how it develops.
Ryan and Justin's noses look like they could be related.
A little bit, yeah. Especially in that shot.
Just by the noses alone, right?
Hmm.
Those two noses are related.
Neat.
They're like long lost cousins or something.
Well,
I don't know enough about this guy to know where
Yeah.
what this lawsuit even really stems
I mean,
from.
it is kind of weird that he's bringing Ryan Reynolds into the whole fold of it because she launched her lawsuit against him.
For what?
Sexual harassment.
Oh, so now he's countersuing?
Yeah. And
They were mean to me.
Yeah, basically.
All right, we'll see.
So we'll see how it plays out in court.
We'll see. Yep. Let the courts, let due process take its course.
Yep. But another one,
Yep.
throwback to the 90s. Apparently, Sarah Michelle Gellar has changed her mind, and she's good to go for the Hulu reboot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, though, she is the only returning cast member. Nobody else has signed on for it.
Well, I mean, how do you have Buffy without Buffy?
It's true. But, Allison Hannigan has not signed on for Willow. Seth Green not signed on to be Werewolf Boy.
Right.
And the dude that played Giles. And what's Josh saying here?
He's Canadian. He can't be a bully.
No. He's just sarcastic as hell. But, she had stated back in 2022 that, Buffy's done, don't need to do anything with it, we're done. But, I guess money talks, and she's ready to go now, so.
If they ever go back, and I know I've said this, but we've talked about this before, talking about Sarah Michelle Gellar, if there is ever room to do any more Star Wars Rebels era stuff, I would love for her to play the live action version of her Inquisitor character.
That'd be cool.
Just the same as, and I know this will never happen.
Yeah, because he's
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Right?
will never play, but I would love to see Freddie Prinze Jr. play Kanan.
Yeah, even in a flashback.
I know we got the photograph on the dash, but
Yeah.
only because of the internet do we even know that was him.
Yeah. Josh
Had the
saying-
biggest crush on Sarah Michelle Gellar.
A lot of people did.
I believe a lot of people did. Now the question is, did you see the movie?
With Kirsty Swanson
That's the one.
and Pee Wee Herman.
And Luke Perry.
Yes.
Yeah.
course, that's where this all launched from. But this new one, the pilot is going to be directed by Oscar winner Chloe Zhao, who is a self-professed lifelong Buffy fan, and it'll be based on a script written by Nora and Lila Zuckerman. Apparently, Joss Whedon has nothing to do with this one.
Well, he's another one that nobody wants to work with. Yeah.
But I did not know this. Dolly Parton is attached as an executive producer.
Oh, that's cool.
And her company, Sandollar, was a producer of the original series.
Oh, that I did not know.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm curious if it's going to be like a, you know, a pickup series like some of the new ones we've seen lately. What was the one? 90210?
Yeah.
And that, like, where they pick it up, you know, 20 years down the road. But,
right.
you know, because I really enjoyed the original series.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, another one, yes. But
Gaz says, I heard that she will play Buffy, but there will be a new Slayer, and Buffy trains them. But that kind of defeats the title, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'd rather have Christy reprise the role. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Josh saying Paul
Sold getting stabbed.
Yes, he was the best death in the whole movie. Oh. But yeah, so that does bring us to our next segment.
Oh, yeah.
How about we talk some toys?
That's the part I was waiting for.
Yeah, we got some toy news.
I got toy news.
Do you?
I got toy news. I got some new figures this week.
Oh, wow.
I got retro carded Destro.
Nice.
And the Baroness is on her way.
Excellent.
So I'm very excited about that.
They just keep growing. I'm sorry, Kim.
I know. It went from 2 to what, 8?
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
So
They just
9 in the
multiplying.
9 sometime this week.
Josh says that would be strange, Gaz.
Oh, Christy Swanson coming back. Yeah, that would be strange.
Be even stranger if Donald Sutherland come back
from the dead.
Zombie Sutherland. And
Kiefer.
Actually,
Kiefer.
Yeah.
He's age appropriate.
Bring him in. He could be like Son of Giles.
Yep. Why not?
Yeah. First up, though, this one, I don't know, because it's coming from Diamond, so this throws it into.
Oh, this is going to be the end of things.
Yeah.
But this is what they've been running for. Well, let's put it up first.
Yeah.
And we can talk about that.
You are going to be able to add Sauron's deadliest servant to your 1/10 scale Lord of the Rings figures with the Witch King of Angmar. He looks pretty good.
The Diamond. So we actually, before I got out of the business, we had the first wave of the Diamond stuff. Yeah.
Build a Sauron figure, wasn't it?
That's right. The Build-A-Figure was Sauron. And then the latest wave is still out there now. And I think it's a couple of the Hobbits, Gandalf the White.
I think so.
I believe.
I've seen a couple of them pop up at GameStop.
And they look okay. And I would say, to me, I think they're a vast improvement over the old the Toy Biz days. Yeah. That being said, the Toy Biz monsters were primo.
Yeah. Even Gollum was okay, though.
Yeah, so, I mean, is this going to be the end of the...
It could be.
Yeah, it might be. Josh says, I had to cancel my Dial Tone pre-order from GameStop. No information on shipping and delisted. Bought it on eBay. Got to wait for it to come in. All right. Is that a lighthouse on his helmet?
I don't know. It's when he puts his head down and just runs forward, then he can be like the Rhino.
Oh, dear.
He can be killed by no man.
He's a railroad spike with legs.
Yeah, but looks okay. Moving on to McFarlane, we've got from Icon and Rocket Season 1.
I got Superman.
Did you?
I did.
Nice.
I did. I got the Chris Reeve Superman this week, too.
Excellent. Well, this is Icon, who is apparently available for pre-order now at GameStop. Includes 2 extra hands, soft goods, wired cape, collectible art card, and base. And, you know, he looks decent. I'm not super familiar with this character.
I don't know this character at all, to be honest. So I mean, he looks all right. I mean, that could be a pretty good alternate Jon Stewart head.
It could be. I mean, if you were also looking for it, it could be all the, oh crap, I can't remember which Earth it was, but where Superman's president.
Oh yeah.
You know
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. I do. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. But this next one I kind of know. It is from New Kid in Town. It is the Dark Flash. And, it's a Flash figure. Comes with some lightning accessories. Two of them, to be precise. Collectible art card and base. And, it's a decent looking Flash figure. Different
What's
deco.
the deal? Oh, I see. It's not a belt, but it's like there's a paint app on his waist.
That's kind of like wraparound lightning bolts,
It's
I guess.
kind of weird.
Racing stripes.
Racing stripes. It's a Flash SS.
There you go.
Flash Super Sport.
Nice.
It's the IROC Flash.
Josh confirms. Yeah, it
Oh,
does
that's
look like
funny.
a lighthouse for sure.
Yeah, lighthouse helmet.
Yeah. Coming out of the Titans Rebirth, we get Tempest, who comes with 2 water effects, collectible art card and base.
This kid's not related to Aquaman in any way, is he?
I don't know, maybe
I mean, does that not look like sort of
the cross between Jason Momoa and
a little bit? I
and
was thinking the
Aquaman.
powers though with the water on his hands reminds me of Calderon, the other Aqualad.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but seeing as he's from Titans Rebirth, I mean, he's definitely a second generation superstar.
I guess so. Yeah, you've
So-
got to have an Aqua somebody.
Yeah. This one just got dropped today, and it's kind of funny considering we had that one from Mondo last week. But the gold label animated series Batman Clayface.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. Again, see, like I said last week, sorry, the week before,
that's true.
Clayface is really getting a lot of attention in the last little bit.
I think he's been underutilized. The fact that they brought him into the Harley Quinn show is just the kick they needed because that adds yet another dimension to it.
Yeah.
Rather than just the the revenge-seeking monster from the original animated series. But this one's nice. It's not near as nice as that one from Mondo, but
No.
what can you do?
The magnetic bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Gas saying there? If I were the Flash, my costume would be in the Herbie the Love Bug style.
Red and blue stripes.
With a giant helmet and goggles. And you'd be talking like Don Knotts. Oh,
So,
we gotta go.
but speaking of your Superman,
Oh my God.
they're continuing the trend, and from the classic 1940s animation.
Yeah, the Fleischer.
Yeah.
Didn't I send this to you?
Probably.
I think I did. And I was like, oh, Fleischer Superman.
Includes 2 extra hands, collectible art card, and base. But I mean, it looks like he flew right off the cartoon.
I want a giant laser beam so he can punch it. Because that was the solution back then. Just punch it.
Punch stuff. But yeah, he looks good.
I like
don't know
it.
what else to say.
I do like
he looks
it.
classic. He looks proper.
He just looks like the Fleischer Superman. Sounded more like the guy from Monsters Inc.
The delightful Billy Crystal.
I'll take that as a compliment. It's okay.
There you go. Sticking with McFarlane though, but moving over to his what do they call him? Demon Slayer line.
That's a okay. Demon Slayer. Yeah.
Not my cup of tea, but
nope, not mine either.
Tenjin Unzi. Uzi?
Say that again.
Tenjin Uzi.
Yeah, I couldn't say that.
So
Uzui.
yeah.
Uzui.
He's a 7-inch scale figure.
Tenjin Uzui.
3 interchangeable faceplates, 2 swords, and display base. No art card. What the hell, McFarlane? Gaz says, like that.
I like that soups. Yeah, me too, man.
But I mean, it's a decent looking figure. Definitely anime inspired.
And looks decent, but I only want the Reeve Superman. I was so lucky. I went into our GameStop earlier this week, and it was not in the news section. It was on the bottom shelf.
Really?
And he was one of a kind. There was only one. I'm like, that is going home with me. Comes with 2 heads. You get the clean shave. You get the 5 o'clock shadow head. The more and 5 sets of hands. So one of them holding the green crystal for the Fortress of Solitude.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very cool. I like it a lot.
It's a good thing you got it because it's already started to spike on the secondary
I
market.
kind of knew it would. It was a no-brainer once I had set my mind to it. It's like, if I see this,
Get it.
I am getting this. And I did.
Nice. Josh says, I love Demon Slayer, but I don't care to collect them right now. Fair enough. But we've got another one from the Demon Slayer line. Kyojuro Rengoku.
Rengoku.
And,
Kyojuro Rengoku.
yeah, 7-inch scale, 4 extra hands, sword, and display base. So no alternate faces with this one.
I don't know anything about the franchise
property.
to even be able to talk about it. Like, that's the worst part.
Yeah, same here. But they look neat. And then rounding out the three of them, we get Obanai Iguru. 7-inch figure, 2 extra hands, sword, and display base. And this one's kind of neat. It comes with a little snake wrapped around his head, right?
Only kind of snakes I care about, man. Cobra!
Well, have we got some Cobra for you?
I had to. I knew it was going to be a good segue.
Yeah, because we've got some releases coming out at G.I. Joe Day.
And this has me excited.
Yeah. First up, we get the Awe Striker with crankcase. It looks awesome as far as the digital render goes.
Now, did Crankcase come with this vehicle originally?
I could not tell you.
I feel like he came with wasn't there a figure that came with the RC car, I can't remember the name of it. It looked like the Ostriker, but it was a radio control car.
Maybe.
Somebody out there's going to know what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. I kind of thought Crankcase was the driver for that.
It could be.
What I find funny about this, and by the way, first of all, let's talk about what we're getting here. We're getting a fully tooled vehicle.
A 3-seater.
Yeah, with a figure, boatload of accessories. Oh, Crankcase did come with the Ostriker. Okay, good to know. What's the Crossfire? That's what I'm thinking of. The Crossfire. I find it highly ironic that the day before this came out, Gridiron Studios, that makes a bunch of like accessories for classified series figures, released their version of the Ostriker the day before, and it might actually be kind of better. Certainly looks a little bit more. I don't know. They're both awesome. They are both awesome.
But they followed up that release with this next one, the Cobra Snake Battle Armor, which is a mechanized force of destruction.
I wish. Oh, you know what? I've got to find a thing. Hold that, because do you remember the original toy?
No, I don't remember ever seeing this one.
So this toy was like a hollow blow mold.
Okay.
Like you split it apart in the middle. You stuck a figure in it and closed it. It was like a big mech suit. Now, I'm like, I remember playing with. I didn't own one. A friend of mine had one, and I remember playing with it, thinking that, oh, this is a crappy toy, to be honest. But I'm like, when this came out earlier in the week, I'm like, I don't know how they're gonna get an action figure in that. And I have to tell you, can we go solo for a minute?
Yeah.
Can you solo me for a second?
Certainly.
A friend of mine, another G.I. Joe fan, found this on the internet. Folks were using the flame accessory, because these flame accessories have already been released with the Dreadnoks to give us a sense of scale. So if they are the same flame accessories, now you can see how a 6-inch classified figure might fit inside this thing, and that makes it a whole different ball game for me. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know if this is one that I'm going to get. It doesn't fit in line with my classified series philosophy.
And the fact that if that is the 6-inch coming up to his hip,
well, that's what I mean.
Like beast.
You can see that will probably be able to get a guy into like a semi-seated pose inside the torso.
I would think so.
We'll see.
Yeah. But then they also revealed some Cobra Ninjas, Slice and Dice.
Ninja.
And they come with a buttload of accessories. They look pretty decent.
I don't know these characters. Are these named? I presume these are named characters.
I'm assuming their names are Slice and Dice, which is,
Oh, well, there you go.
Straight out of the 80s, but Yeah, the one comes with accessories that makes him dress up like what's his face from Big Trouble in Little China.
Like lightning, thunder lightning,
Yeah,
and
fake Raiden.
yeah, fake Raiden.
But that's not all they released. We also got
Oh no,
our
there
first.
is more.
Yeah, we got our first look at Darklawn.
Isn't Darklawn a relative of Destro?
I have no idea.
Pretty
I
sure
do
he is.
not know this character.
Yeah, he's a real American hero character, but he was later, much later on in the line.
That would explain it. Josh says, "I want the new Joe stuff."
And I want to say that he was the like one of the focal villains in one of the series.
I could see him being like one of the evil villains for like the more edgy '90s stuff.
What was the series where it was like got to get tough, yo Joe? Do you remember that?
No,
Okay,
GI Joe Extreme.
maybe,
Extreme.
maybe I don't know.
But we
Darklawn definitely featured in one of the in the shows though.
we also got a digital reveal for Breaker, and he's on your list, isn't he?
Yeah, this gives me hope. I've been talking about this for a while since I'm back into the line. I keep looking up because they're up here. You can't see them, but they're there.
They're lording over us.
Breaker is on my list of original 13 Joes. And when they released him with the Ram cycle, I'm like, what's the chances we're going to get a single carded version of this figure? And here he is. Not only is he here, but like he's got a new deco. I love the Man Pack radio and the enormous whip antenna because that's what I think of when I think of Breaker. He's a communications guy.
You need the big antenna for wherever you're at.
But the bubblegum head just makes me chuckle, and I will probably display him that way with the bubblegum head in a crouching pose with a hand on the microphone, eh?
Nice.
I'm tickled. Comes with one of the rare elements for the mass device. We saw those. You remember when we did the Snake Eyes with the polar bear?
Yes.
Snake Eyes came with one.
Huh.
Breaker's coming with one, and then another figure that we're going to look at comes with the third, which makes me go, are they doing a 1/12 scale mass device?
Maybe.
We shall see.
Gaz,
that was the Deke animated series. Okay, thank you, Gaz.
Fair enough. We also get 2 new divers, which I do not believe are named.
No, so but in that the Revenge of Cobra miniseries, when they're going after the elements, one of them is underwater, and there's a whole underwater battle between Cobra and GI Joe, and these were the generic GI Joes and generic Cobras.
Nice.
Yeah. So I thought that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because they both come with a ton of accessories, and like you say, another piece of the device, right? So
there's that third, the rare elements. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But we also got a couple retro card reveals, including CoverGirl.
And she is so much different
than
her mainline release. Yeah,
this one looks good.
I don't know where the blonde comes from. Like, I think of CoverGirl. I went and looked at the back at the original one, and I thought, for what she is, that version of CoverGirl looks a whole lot like the 3 3/4 figure. So I'm not sure what the direction is with this one. She looks cool though.
As does this next one too, the Televiper, which was released originally with the Telepod.
The Flight Pod.
The Flight Pods, yes.
Flight Pod, yeah.
So now you're getting a retro card release of him, which, who doesn't need more Vipers?
Yeah.
And then to round it out, we also get Flint, or not Flint. Is it Flint?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Flint.
Yep. This is the retro carded Flint. I think that everybody's sort of been like, the people that were not happy with the original Flint, which I understand is a lot of fans, should find this one a little bit better, a lot better actually.
But we're still sticking with Hasbro here for a minute, and Ultra Magnus has returned again.
Magnus, and, Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus. Yeah, he's back. If you didn't get him the first time,
this is a good looking figure.
I've got this figure. I like this figure. I think the main complaint with this one is that he feels a little bit wide at the shoulder, But as far as action figures go, he's all around. He's very proportionate, and he's a great looking figure.
What's Gaz saying here?
Oh, that wasn't Revenge of Cobra. It was in the first. The second was the Weather Dominator. Please hand in your G.I. Joe fan club card. No.
No Joe Fest for you.
I'm not going to Joe Fest, and that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Not because I don't want to, but I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough. But sticking with Transformers, how about Legacy Evolution Deluxe Beachcomber?
Also coming back. Now that we're talking, give me a second here.
He's got his robot mode, his classic buggy mode.
I had to double check the shelf because I'm like, I have a Beachcomber.
But is this one better?
No, because this is a deluxe, right?
Yeah, deluxe.
Yeah, mine is not. Mine is a core class.
Okay.
Is a little bitty guy. And they've done this now. They've done this a couple times. They got a core class. Cosmos got replaced with the Walmart exclusive, which also got a re-release, a general release. Still haven't seen that. So the mini bots have slowly been getting these deluxe releases, and I have been
slightly updated,
swapping them out when I see them, because I do like the bigger figures.
He looks good.
So this one will be on my list.
Okay.
If I ever see it.
Nice and posable.
Yeah.
And then
this is the one that should have been the G.I. Joe crossover. This should have been the Striker.
Yeah.
Like, look at that and tell me.
Yeah, definitely should have.
No, Bumblebee. Fucking dumb.
Because he's more popular in name. They don't care.
True.
Yeah. But anyway, moving over to Star Wars with the Vintage Collection, you can now get, or now pre-order, a 4-pack of battle droids. And they're battle droids.
That's cool.
Each with a little variation on it, being paint or whatever.
Are they all 4 slightly different, or is it just one, like, is the leader and then 3 just generic dudes?
I think they're all slightly different paint apps. Like, we've got one really clean one with the yellow on them, and then a little bit of rust spot and some extra rust spot.
I guess so, yeah.
But if that's the case, I could see them maybe, slipping a couple regulars in.
Yeah. Oh, Gaz has got a good comment. He says, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool if they did GoBots like this?" So, but in Japan they have.
Have they?
Yeah, the Machine Robo line has had re-releases that were done. They're like, I dare say, they're like masterpiece Transformer quality.
Oh, jeez.
And they're deluxe, somewhere between a deluxe and a Voyager size.
Huh.
You can check them out. Take a look at them. Eagle Robo for sure, and Bike Robo, aka Leader One and Psykill, have definitely been done. So has Screwhead, Drillhead. Screwhead, I think is his name. But they have. The problem with that is that Hasbro, even though they own the property, they don't own the rights to the designs, because those still belong to, I think, Bandai. So they can't really do that. They've tossed out GoBot names. We talked about this not too long ago.
Yeah, because there was like Scooter, Crusher, and
they just did a 3-pack of
those Transformer.
That's right, but they used the GoBot name. So they did Cosmos. They redecoed him in the Spacey.
Yeah,
no, Spacey was a shuttle. There's a flying saucer in the GoBots.
The little green dude.
That's Cosmos. That's a Transformer, but they basically gave them the GoBot names. I'm like, just give them new designs. Unique, new unique designs of their own.
There you go.
Or work something out with Bandai so you can license the fucking toys and release them here.
Yeah, it's all about working together. Come on, toy companies. Set an example.
What's that? Bottom line? Huh? What?
Yeah, no. This next one might be on your list. It's going up to the Black Series, so the 6-inch scale. Coming out of the Star Wars Ahsoka show, in the World Between Worlds, Anakin Skywalker.
I took a good hard look at this. 1, I do like soft goods when they're done appropriately. 2, I have the Clone Wars version of this Anakin.
That was on the retro card, right?
Yeah. And I don't know, like, for me, I don't know if this is.
Enough to replace it?
I don't know. And for me, there's one other thing, and I know that this is pre-production.
Mm-hmm.
What is up with the like ridiculously long arms?
Mm-hmm. They're
Like
gonna get chopped off anyway.
his shoulders are either way down, or that chest piece is way up. But either way,
Hmm.
his arms look horrifically long, like simian long.
He's been hanging out with the Wookiees too long. And I know this next one is on Hank's list because they released it at the same time.
And I this one will be on my list as well.
Also, spitting out of the Ashoka show, Clone Captain Rex.
This one is kind of special because this is not the first time we've had a Rex figure in the Black Series.
But this is the earliest version of that him.
It's the first time we've had Rex in Phase 1 armor before he cut and welded in
His
the
extras.
Yeah, well, his armor in the regular line is a hybrid of the Phase 1 and Phase 3. Like the helmets are. Oh, I'll see if I can grab one. I don't know if I'm. Do I have enough length? Can I get there?
I don't know.
I don't think I can get there with the length that I have. I'd have to unplug.
Well,
no, can't do it.
Okay.
I can't do it. Hey, the guy got here on time. Oh my God, that's good, Josh. I'm happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now go home.
Drive safely though.
Go home and see what wonderful things the cat has brought home tonight. Phase 1 Rex.
Looks good.
I do like it.
Mm-hmm.
I do like it.
But then we skip back over to the vintage collection again. Still sticking with Star Wars and still inspired by Ahsoka. We get Balin Skoll and Shin Hati. And this is how they should have come out in the Black Series to begin with.
Well, they did. In the Black Series, this is what we got originally.
Yeah, but wasn't she the same height?
Oh, she was.
That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say.
Proper scale.
We've corrected that now.
Yeah. She didn't just grow.
Sorry. I forgot that. No, you are right. They should have been scaled appropriately, and they were not. No soft goods here.
No.
Because they just got re-released in the Black Series with soft goods.
She's got a cloak, right?
And so does he. Yeah.
But then to go with them, we've also got a Mandalorian Super Commando.
I do like some Mandalorians.
And a 501st Legion Clone Trooper.
Yep, 501st Legion, there he is.
Yeah. So, army builders for sure, but...
The Maldalorian. Oh, yeah, for that's a rip going out for Ray Stevenson.
Yeah. Such a cool Balin Skoll. But skipping over to NECA for a second. They just keep going with these last Ronin figures. And this one is Night Watcher Casey Jones. And, black and white with the red deco. Collector-friendly package. Lots of accessories, which is nice to see with him. I would have liked to see a few more sporting elements or something, but...
I haven't read the series, so I don't know enough about
I know if
him.
he's, lost his golf bag and...
But for him to be, I mean, he's still around, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The twin baseball bats look pretty cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the giant sledgehammer.
Yeah, must be replacing the golf club because he's still got his cricket mallet.
Yeah. Super Commando, when you're naked, but wear a cape.
That's a terrible visual. Terrible.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But this guy here is coming out this spring, so... But he's not the only one from that last Ronin Lost Years.
No.
We are also getting Grammy April with Baby Yi and Moja.
Can you say that again?
Grammy April with Baby Yi and Moja.
I don't see Kanye there.
Huh?
Baby Yi.
Is that what he named his kid?
Yi. No, that's what he names himself.
Aw. Well, maybe somebody loves Kanye. Everybody loves Kanye? I don't know.
No.
But, again, comes in the collector-friendly box, 7-inch scale. And this is all new sculpt because we've never had this character before.
No, it's cool.
I mean,
it's cool.
We've had young April, but never old April, so.
No.
Leave
it to NECA, though. They'll milk everything.
Yeah.
You know what I saw today from NECA? they're redoing RoboCop, and I don't know if it's a new mold, a new sculpt or not. But
Hold on to that thought.
oh, you've got it. Okay,
We got that.
sorry.
That's all good. But we'll get there. Next up, we have another one from the 50th anniversary Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep.
We've got Leatherface with the Pretty Woman mask.
Pretty woman.
And yeah, he looks disturbing as hell. His fly's open, so that's funny. Comes with
What?
yeah.
What?
His fly's open. Nothing fits right because he steals all his clothes
Oh,
from his
okay,
victims,
okay,
right?
sure, sure.
Along with their faces.
Like his fly's open. Oh dear.
Yeah, but he comes with interchangeable hands, a chainsaw, an armadillo, a knife, a bracelet, small hammer, cleaver, a plate of meat, and comes in the collector-friendly box packaging with the front window flap. So
Typical NECA window box stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What's Gaz saying here, though?
It's cool they're doing this Ronin stuff, but it loses the cool factor of the comic in toy form in the black, white, and red colors. Just saying. Yeah, I haven't read the book, so I assume the book is in that style. If it's full color, then
a lot of them have been doing like the red, white, and black versions of stuff lately.
The covers, I've seen the covers.
Yeah,
but like
they did Carnage, red, white, and blood. I think it was Deadpool, red, white, and blood.
I agree, though. If the comic book is a full color book, give me full color characters.
Yeah.
Isn't that how we got the last Ronin figure was full color?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so I would like to show me that.
Yeah. Zazel saying, I think my friend Phil has an empty bag you can use.
Yes.
And Sean says, cool figure. It's disturbing to look at because of his pretty woman face, but what are you going to do? And still sticking with NECA, you might be into this one. It is the 7-inch scale red military outfit, Ming the Merciless.
I do like this line.
Flash.
Ah, savior of the universe. I do. Don't make me do that again. God. Every time you hear that, you can't help it. Someone says Flash, you gotta toss it out there. I was late to the party and I missed out on all of these. I have some of the Joyride Studios Flash Gordon figures, which are okay, but they're more like.
There was that deluxe one that came out last year with Flash.
Was it? Was there? What? Who else was in it? Or just Flash?
Wasn't there like a tree stump or something that came with it?
Oh, the stick your hand in the stump. Yeah, but I mean, they reused the body a bunch of times. They did like the classic, like the Errol Flynn Flash, and then what I thought was sort of the Filmation Flash, and then they did a version of Sam Jones all in the same body. But the Ming's like, that is Max von Sydow. That just looks so much like him. I would love to get like Flash and Ming. Probably Emperor Ming in that robe, I guess. Gown.
Sean says, I'm a fan of the movies, even the shitty ones.
I bought many, many, many moons ago, before Sunrise Records did their expansion, when they just had a couple of stores. I was in the Barrie location, and I found the collected volumes of all the Flash Gordon movie serials for $10.
Ooh, nice.
I bought it.
Can't leave that there for that price.
And to go back and watch the serials, the old serials, they aren't that bad. They really aren't.
Held up well then, did they?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they really have.
What's Gaz saying?
Jeez, they keep doing the same old stuff. Why don't they do Lee Marvin's Colonel Flynn O'Flynn from Shout at the Devil, or Sean Connery from Meteor? Licensing.
I mean, hell, everybody gets a Funko Pop. Maybe they're just following suit.
That's the answer. It's licensing.
Yeah. And then Gaz putting it right back to you.
He did it. He did it. I'm not doing it. He'll save every one of us.
Josh says, I'm surprised they haven't made Fast and Furious figures.
It's family. It's family.
Well, technically, I mean, you could get the Jada releases of a lot of the different cars.
The cars, yeah.
And I think there's a couple from that one where you get like the really little minifigure to stand beside it. Then you might get
also from Jada, yeah. I know they've done that with all the Batmobiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all extras as well. I mean, Harley Quinn got a friggin' beat up old car as well.
I have some of the Jada. I have 2 of the Jada Optimus Primes.
Hmm.
They don't come with anything, but they do have the one of them has like on the bottom of the chassis. There's like an outline of Optimus Prime like etched on the bottom,
Hmm.
kind of like a Hot Wheels.
Kind of like the Bumblebee that came out.
Yeah,
The Bumblebee.
yeah.
Josh follows that up.
Flash couldn't beat Zod in that one Flash movie.
He beat Zod like a million times. Come on. Oh, and Sean meant the Texas Chainsaw movies.
Texas Chainsaw. Okay.
Because, yeah, there were some bad ones. But the reboot was good. With, what's her face from Party of Five? Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, me neither.
Jessica something.
Beale.
That's the one.
I just think of her as the Seventh Heaven girl.
Yeah. And then Josh saying Flash Gordon probably could. I don't know. I mean, he does have that super high five in Ted too, but
Oh yeah. Flash jump. Yeah, flash jump. Yeah, I had the minifigures, but I mean, fully posable.
Well, yeah. I mean, once you start doing that, then we need Riddick figures and.
There was some Riddick
Triple
figures.
X.
They did. There was some Riddick figures.
Was there?
Yeah.
I don't remember them doing those.
I think I want to say they came out around the time Dark Fury, the animated film,
Okay.
came out. They may have been sort of like, remember the McFarlane Matrix films, or not the films, the figures.
The figures where they're like super
statuey.
cozy.
Yeah, they were kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I send you all my Fast and Furious car collection picture?
No, I don't believe you did. Or at least not yet.
I don't think so. No.
But as you had mentioned there.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, we're getting another RoboCop from the poster series, and he's looking like he leaped right off the poster.
Well, yes and no. I mean, the poster certainly doesn't have the. Of course, it's got all the accessories. It's got the gun, the 50 cal,
and then the wrist knife thing.
I have a NECA RoboCop figure, and I'm having a hard time deciding if that's a new
mold or just
I don't know if this is from here down as new or not.
Hmm.
This figure is desperately in need of a new mold. Like it's 2025. This figure first came out, I think, in 2007, 8. Like it's been around for a long time, and they just keep chugging out the same figure. And I do say that, like, if you missed a NECA release, chances are, if you wait long enough, it'll come around again. So here it is coming around again. But that packaging does not do anything for me, especially, and you might remember this. Do you remember the McFarlane 3D movie posters?
Yes, I do.
I have the RoboCop 3D poster.
Oh, shit.
So why would I want to get this? Like, this is clearly, I think this is aimed at an inbox collector. I think so
as well.
Yeah.
Just based on like the window box of the front there where he's literally coming out of the
stepping out of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean confirming there. Yeah,
Jessica Biel. Yeah, that's her.
And Josh says, now, I'll get that one. Fair enough.
Don't get me wrong. RoboCop is cool. And he looks great standing next to Ed 209.
Yes. You know what I don't recall seeing, though?
What's that?
Is RoboCop 2.
Yep, they've done RoboCop 2.
Have they done him?
Yeah, they did. Well, 2 is the same as 1. I mean, it's the same.
No, I mean the Kane robot.
Yeah, they did him.
Oh.
Yeah, they did do him.
Huh.
And they just recently, when I say recently, I that could be years for me. The chair, his chair that he sits in.
Yeah, with the hook.
Yeah.
Actually, I think New Books has that in stock.
Do they? Yeah.
It's cool. To Jeff at New. Go shop there. Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Oshawa. It's on Simcoe Street. There you go. Gaz has got the right idea.
I need a Buckaroo Banzai and the Hong Kong Cavaliers. If you're getting the band leader, you need the whole band, which means another a Clancy Brown figure. If we're gonna do Clancy Brown, then just give me the Kurgan and skip that, go right to Highlander, and let's be done with it.
But that does bring us to the end of our toy section for this evening.
Nice.
And that sets us up for our next segment.
Our next segment. All right, everybody, get your brains up, put your thinking caps on, because it's time for
Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Tonight.
I still think we need an album of you. We have track number 1 and 2 already.
This week's misheard lyric comes courtesy of me.
Yep.
The rare time that I've come up with one.
So this week's misheard lyric is,
I love this one. It makes me laugh every fucking time I hear it.
What happened to my cinnamon bun?
And when you hear the lyric, you can't not hear this.
Mhm.
It's literally it is so earwormy. It's blinded by the light earwormy.
Mhm.
Wrapped up like a boop. What happened to my cinnamon bun?
Yes.
All right, we're going to give you the 30-second sounder. As always, we are looking for the correct song title, and as always, the blurred image in the background is a clue.
It is.
We'll check your answers after this. Wow, it's remarkably silent tonight in the comment section.
Did we finally stump the Sonic
Did we
Sniper?
stump our musical savant? Nothing from Josh. Oh my God.
We got to put up gases first, though.
We got to make these images more blurry.
I know.
Leave the winter on the ground. I wake up lonely. There's air of silence in the bedroom and all around.
I don't know what song that is.
I don't know either.
Way to go, Gaz. But our Sonic Sniper coming in here first,
Miss Independent by Kelly Clarkson.
which is correct.
That is the correct answer. Yeah.
Way to go, Josh.
Seriously though, how can you not hear it? Listen to it though. What happened to my cinnamon bun? You ready? How do you not hear it? That's what she says.
It is.
What happened to my cinnamon bun? It makes me giggle every time.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miss Independent was the song by Kelly Clarkson from her debut solo album.
How does she ever look young there?
I know, eh? In 2003. It was written by Kelly Clarkson, Christina Aguilera, Rhett Lawrence, and Matt Morris, with Lawrence serving as producer. It was the lead single released on April 10th, 2003, but it preceded the album by 5 days. So that was like the really lead single.
Yeah. Is this her first record?
Yeah.
So this is just after American Idol then?
I believe so, yeah.
Wow.
But initially, this was supposed to be for Christina Aguilera's 4th album, Stripped, but it was only left half finished. So,
this would have been good as a Christina Aguilera song too.
yeah. But Rhett Lawrence, continued writing the song with Kelly Clarkson, who
Yeah.
actually recorded it. So
she gets a writing credit on it.
yeah.
Oh, good for her.
Mm.
Good for her. Oh.
Damn,
Joe fan. Damn. Who says that's from A Starry Night, right, guys? Ah. Nope. I see it now.
Come on, Mouse, don't mess with it.
Oh, wait. So now you can go back. Now that I know the name. Yeah, of course. It must have been Love by Roxette. Of course it was.
Of course.
Of course it was. Leave the winter on the ground. I wake up lonely. There's an air of silence in the bedroom and all around. It must have been love, but it's over now. That one?
Yeah, that one.
I remember hearing, but I wasn't sure.
And Gaz says, "What? I stumped Joe fan." I know, we've been trying for
I know.
weeks.
That's how I feel. What?
Yep. One day we will start.
All right.
But moving on here. The TikTok ban that was in place for like 12 hours.
It didn't last a weekend.
No, it didn't. But I guess it's still
Didn't affect us.
No. But it did affect America.
America.
And I guess there's still plans for them trying to push out the owners. Aw. Gaz demands another encore. Wes says no. But yeah, apparently, Mr. Beast and the CEO of Roblox are currently trying to buy TikTok for over $20 billion.
Isn't there a third guy involved in this too?
I don't know, but he could be part of a group of investors.
We're partnered with Jesse Tinsley, the founder of Employer.com.
That's
so
the third guy.
Yeah, there's a third guy.
But yeah, the Roblox founder, or co-founder, I should say, and CEO David Baszucki.
Yep.
They're trying to get it together, and they say they believe it will take $25 billion to buy TikTok. But I mean,
well, let's just ask the Google machine.
How much is it worth? Like, and is this another situation where like Elon Musk gets his teeth into Twitter and then wrecks it?
I don't know.
I can't see Mr. Beast ruining TikTok, but
what is Mr. Beast's net worth?
A bunch.
According to Wikipedia, he has ranked on the Forbes list for the highest paid YouTube creator in 2022 and has an estimated net worth of $500 million.
Ooh.
And what was the sale price?
20, or they're aiming for 20 billion.
Yeah, so he couldn't do it alone.
Not on his own, no. Especially not after getting sued for the Amazon.
I was going to say, have you watched any of that? The Beast games? I started watching it.
And?
It's interesting. They don't fuck around on weeding people out, I'll tell you that much. And I know that it's edited for television, but like it just seems in the course of like days, they whittle it from like 1,000 to like 100 in a very short period of time.
Wow.
Yeah. But I have never seen a stranger collection of people crying over
losing.
Well, losing. I'm more important than you. Like it's just bizarre, and it's in the world of reality television where everything is a social experiment. This is one of the most bizarre ones I've seen. We're just at the point now. I haven't finished it. I'm at the point now where they're moving from the miniature city that they created in Toronto to a private island.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Josh says I can't stand
Mr. Beast. Yeah, I don't know enough about him. I don't.
My
really
kid
know.
watches him, and some of his videos are interesting. But at some point, it becomes like, oh my god, you're just blowing money to make like videos. But
spending money to make it, I guess.
I guess so.
Isn't that the adage? You got to spend it to make it.
Yeah, but at some point, it becomes ridiculous. Like the one where he ran a train off a track into a giant pit. Bought a train just to drive it off a cliff.
Okay.
Made for interesting viewing, but
I'm thinking Mythbusters has done stuff like that.
Full scale?
Yeah, they blew up a fucking cement truck. Like they vaporized a cement truck with TNT on one episode. I'm not kidding. When I say vaporized, I mean when it went off, there was nothing left. Gone.
I remember my son showing me one of his where this guy could win a boat, but he had to protect it from like 3 rounds of bombardment.
Bombardment from what?
Well, the first round I think was just fireworks. The second round was catapults, and the third round was full artillery.
Oh dear. So, wait. Like actual artillery?
Yeah, like boat go boom.
How do you protect it?
Well, he started with the big water tanks you can for transport.
Oh yeah, okay.
Build a wall of those, and then some concrete,
like the stuff they would have on the highway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he was building layers around it. Used as well, I think. Shipping containers as well. The big metal ones.
Okay, I'm thinking there's a guy on a body of water driving this boat around, dodging stuff.
No, the boat's just docked there.
And then they used real artillery.
Yeah, basically. It makes for an interesting watch, but
oh dear.
Josh follows up. He does some good things out there, but I can't agree with him. But yes, it's mostly blowing money on stupid things to get his cronies to do stupid things. It's annoying. Because he did, there was one, he took notice, I guess, of the pet population wherever he was at.
Sure.
And ran a Mr. Beast adoption drive to get 100 dogs adopted.
I bet you it did, though.
He did.
Oh, there you go.
And then, whoever came in to adopt, they would also get like a year's worth of food and basically vet bills paid.
Oh, so, that's cool.
That's
cool.
But whether or not he's actually going to get this bought, I don't know. China could just say the hell with all of it and keep going, but
I mean, isn't that the condition for TikTok to continue in the US? Is that it has to
they
be,
want a US
they
based.
want 100% American ownership.
Yeah, which I'm sorry, if it's making them money, why would they just sell it for, you know, likability purposes?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
The best senseless destruction I've ever seen was when Top Gear played darts with RV campers.
Hmm.
I do love Top Gear. Oh,
Were you a fan of the Connors?
like the reboot?
Yeah.
No, I did like
No?
the Roseanne though.
Well, if you were a fan of the new continuation follow-up series, whatever you want to call it, it's time to say goodbye because
Oh, are they leaving?
they are.
Well.
ABC has set Wednesday, March 26th as the premiere of the final season with a 6-episode farewell event.
Really? 6 episodes?
So it's very short season.
Are they going to run all 6 episodes concurrently?
I don't think. I think they'll run them week to week, but
Oh, okay.
ABC is quoted as saying, "For over 3 decades, audiences have followed along with the Connors as they navigate daily struggles of life in Lanford. Dan, Jackie, Darlene, and Becky grapple with parenthood, marriage, financial pressures, and aging in the working class America. Through it all, the fights, the coupon cutting, and the hand-me-downs, the breakups, with love, humor, and perseverance, the family prevails." So,
All right.
yeah, it's ending, I guess, after 6 or 7 seasons in the reboot.
Is that how long it's run for?
Yeah,
And they're like real TV seasons, are they not?
13 episodes or
Oh, okay.
more. I
So
think.
they're streamer seasons then.
Yeah,
I thought it was a broadcast show.
it is. It's on ABC.
And they're only running 10 episode seasons?
I don't know 100%. But,
That sucks.
yeah, a couple to catch up on here. Josh says,
A lot of music I know because I deliver pizzas for 7 years and riding around in the car. I listen to literally everything I could think of. Oh, that's cool. Sean, the show sucked without Roseanne.
well, she was a victim of cancel culture.
Driving around in your car for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, gets boring. Yeah, it could.
And I'm driving doing talk to text, so I misspelled sorry.
Are you delivering pizzas right now?
No, he's driving safely home using talk.
That's right. Talk to text because you wouldn't text and drive at the same time.
Yep. So I guess the Grammys were this past weekend, and we saw some
Didn't
weird
watch
stuff.
them. When's the last time you watched Grammy Awards?
I don't recall the last time I watched an
So
award
I
show.
don't feel so bad.
No.
All
But
right.
I did see the follow-up news. Apparently, Will Smith's son Jaden
Or
wore
a castle.
a castle on his head.
I was talking to Kim about this, and I read about it. I didn't bother going looking for any of it. And she asked me, "Did you see it?" And I'm like, "No." And then she showed me a picture, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Is that his way of saying like I wanted to be in Harry Potter? Now I am.
Maybe.
I'm in Harry Potter."
And you would think that'd be the weirdest thing you would see on the red carpet.
Well,
But no.
weird. I would say it was the weirdest, not the most shocking.
Well, this one's definitely shocking.
Sure.
Because I guess Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori showed up uninvited, and
He was nominated for something.
was he nominated?
He was a nominee for something.
But she dropped her full-length fur coat, revealing a sheer dress that left nothing to the
Well,
imagination.
it's not even it's a, what is it, a slip?
It's like from butt to neck in the
Yeah,
pattern,
yeah.
but it might as well not be there at all. Yeah, they showed up without warning, and she dropped her coat. I don't know if she was all game for it because she did talk to him before she did it, but I mean, they're on the red carpet at that point. If you're going to go through with it, you're going through with it. But this is hitting different because some people are saying, how is this fashion, or is this not indecent exposure?
It's one of those things where like I question whether I even have a right to comment on this simply because of that whole like, if you're looking at it, you're the problem. Like I should be able to dress however I want. I'm not the problem. You are.
Yeah, but
Like I get that. But like this to me
is to the extreme.
There's a line being crossed here that it's bizarre.
It is. It's kind of weird, especially when you take into consideration how opposite he was with his
With
Kardashian
Kim?
way,
With Kim, yeah.
like not wanting her to be seen in public.
Nope. Yeah.
And here we are on full display.
Yeah, I don't know. She was practically naked. I'm surprised that she didn't get slapped with an indecent exposure.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
she might have cost him 20 million or 20 something, some sort of deal.
In
with,
what?
With Japan,
Oh, yeah.
because I know over there
There's some
Me
pretty strict decency laws.
there are.
Yeah.
But I guess the Me Too movement and everything, like, is blowing up over there. But it might be misinterpreted by him here to have his wife parade around like that. And yeah, it could end up costing him.
I mean, ultimately, she could have said no.
Of course she could have.
I'm not in that relationship, and I don't know what the dynamic is. But I don't feel like this is something that she came up with on her own.
More than likely not. I mean, you go out and shock people because you want attention. And one way to get attention is to stand right next to something shocking.
Yeah.
That way, I mean, you're not criticized for it yourself, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I was just there. It's her choice. But again, like you say, was it?
Yeah. There is a question there for sure.
Yeah. Sean saying,
Oh, talking about Jaden Smith.
yeah,
Castle Grayskull.
That would be cool with the drawbridge down.
The drawbridge
And just rig up like a wire or something so you can make it talk for you. I want a Grammy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, so houses on heads and naked women running the red carpet.
And then they didn't stay for the show.
No, so it
they
was
had
definitely
gone. They had gone to some after parties or something.
yeah. So it was definitely just like, I'm here to get my 15 minutes and fade back in. But he doesn't look like a happy dude.
No, he really doesn't. Nope.
But anyway, how about we learn some stuff?
Dude, I'm all for the learning of stuff.
All right.
What stuff you got?
So on this day in history, in 1994,
Okay.
Ace Ventura: Pet Detective debuted in theaters.
Woo!
Funny film.
I do like Ace Ventura.
However,
I just watched this again recently.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a film that would never be made today.
No,
The
probably
majority of it, maybe,
not. Probably
but
not.
there's definitely a few points within it that have kind of aged poorly.
Yes, of course, the trans stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't age well.
no,
Not at all.
but it was still in theaters. It still did well. It basically launched his career.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was already big from In Living Color, but this just sent him to the next level.
What Fire Marshal Bill wasn't enough?
Yeah, got to go higher.
I remember my friend's mom taking us to that movie.
Tone Loc was in it. He was good. But also on
Name
this
something else he was in.
Tone Loc.
Yeah.
I know Funky Cold Medina. And
Well, that's
Wild Thing.
his own music.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But also on this day in 2004, Facebook was born.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
2004.
2004. So it's 21 years
Holy
old this
cow!
year.
Is it really that old?
It is.
I'm thinking, when did I join Facebook? And I felt like I was early.
I felt like I was late to it.
I think
but
I signed up around 07, maybe earlier.
I was probably in there too. But yeah,
It's weird that it got a movie.
it is.
Yeah, did you see that thing today? Jesse Eisenberg has come out and said, like, I don't want to be associated with Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh,
I
did
don't
not see that.
associate. I don't associate myself with Mark Zuckerberg.
I did not see that.
I saw a comment talking about, oh yeah, he played that role, and then he's been playing the same role ever since. He does play deadpan, weird kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, it didn't work for Lex Luthor.
It could have.
But how he played it, it didn't.
He didn't have enough time to let the character breathe.
True.
You got the prison sequence, and really not much more than that.
Yeah. Josh says that was your
The
graduated.
year
high
I
school.
graduated high school.
Facebook then. There was
Oh,
a
wow.
girl I wanted to date, and I wish I'd stayed in touch.
Oh,
Well, that's the beauty of Facebook.
You can reach out
go on there
now.
and just search.
you can find people now.
Yeah.
True story. Facebook is directly responsible for my marriage.
There you go.
like 100%. If I didn't have the same friends that my wife does, she would never have seen my profile and reached out to say, "Hey, how are you? Haven't seen you since high school."
Hmm.
It's worked out.
Well, it's done some good.
It can be worth it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
On this day in 2015,
That's back in the days when you could still poke people.
now
Poke,
poking
poke.
is against the law. It's inappropriate.
Not if it's consensual.
True.
Consensual poking.
Now you poke people with sheeps. I don't know.
Oh,
That was a Big Bang one. She sent him a sheep. Anyway, on this day in 2015, Fresh Off the Boat first aired. You ever watch this one?
who was in that?
Randall Park, who you will
Okay.
know from
Yeah,
Ant-Man,
yeah, Randall Park.
played Louis Huang.
He was also in Blockbuster,
Yes.
the Blockbuster series. Yeah.
Playing his wife was Constance Wu, who got that big
yeah.
deal with Crazy Rich Asians.
Yep.
But the show revolved around the life of chef and food personality Eddie Huang, based on his 2013 autobiography.
Yeah.
And it's a fun show. It really is. It depicts the life of the Taiwanese American family in Florida in the 90s. And the music reflects that too, because the lead character, Eddie, he's like right into hip hop. He's into sports culture. And there's a lot of ground to cover there. Shaq makes an appearance a couple times.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, it's worth a watch if you get a chance to see it. And then finally, on this day in 2022, Jackass Forever opened in theaters.
That's the last one, right?
That is the most
Yeah.
recent one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 4.5 was more recent because they had extra film footage, but
Oh, but it was done at the same time
yeah.
they recorded this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Directed and produced by Jeff Tremaine, like the rest of them, with producer Spike Jonze and Johnny Knoxville, released by Paramount Pictures. It's the fourth installment in the movie series, following their previous one, Jackass 3D, in 2010. So, 12 years later, still doing the same crazy shit.
At some point, you got to say enough's enough.
You would think so. I mean, they take some crazy hits, especially Johnny. Like, when he gets nailed by that bull, he just does like not a 360. He keeps going.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's your On This Day in History.
Oh, thanks, man. That was great.
What's Josh saying here?
What? She was 16 and I was 19. Is this something we should be talking about?
I don't know.
I gave her my number on the last day of school, but I didn't ask for hers like the big dummy I am. Oh, sorry for that, man.
Hindsight is 2020. But looking forward, I know you're interested in this one. Coming up for Niagara Falls Comic-Con this year.
Oh, dude, I was so tickled when I saw this today.
Michael Ironside is going to be there.
Fellow Canuck.
Mm-hmm.
That gives me two must-haves that I need to go to Niagara Falls Comic-Con for this year.
Because we've also got
Warwick Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Warwick Davis coming over from
Hello.
the UK. Wicket.
Mm-hmm.
Wicket Ewok.
That's right.
The bestest Ewok. The Ewokiest Ewok.
Yes, he is.
And Michael Ironside, who will always be Jester.
But yeah, they're getting a good lineup so far. And Gaz says, Ham Tyler.
I think of it, I always kind of do this rundown like mentally in my mind. When you get to the table and all the 8x10s are there, what thing are you going to go for? I tried looking up today on the website to see if they'd updated the price list for him, and it at 12:30 in the afternoon, it had not been updated. So I did catch autographs for Warwick, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How bad?
1, 2, 0.
Really?
Yeah.
Big price for a short guy.
A
But
selfie. 1.
Oh no.
2, 0. And the photo op is more.
Oh.
150.
Damn. I love you, Warwick, but I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Moment
So
of silence. For
I'm
Cam.
hoping that Michael Ironside does not come in at that kind of price because I got to get me a Warwick Davis autograph.
Mm-hmm. But moving on here, because I'm sure they're going to be announcing more folks coming out to Niagara Falls in the coming weeks.
I'm sure. And plus, it's still early. The show's not until July.
Yeah.
So lots of time for people to cancel, and there will be cancellations because there is every year.
Well, end of May.
Oh, is it May this year?
End of May this year.
Was it July last year? Is it the same weekend every year?
I think so. I thought it was always the first
Why
weekend
do I
in June.
feel? You might be right.
I don't know. It's been a
It
few
was
years.
July last year.
I think it was 2019 when I last went.
Really?
I think so.
I gotta look up the dates here. NFCC
Josh says that'd be cool to get his autograph.
2024.
It was on a Gaz following up here. Loved when he waxed those visitors and stood over them and said, "What a waste of good boots."
What about his role in what's the movie where he was a psychic? Scanners.
Scanners?
Oh yeah,
He was an asshole.
Do you remember the scene in Scanners?
Can't say I do.
It's in an auditorium and they're basically questioning him. It's a bunch of like fake charlatan psychics, and then they start questioning him, and he literally and fucking explodes a dude's head.
You believe me now?
It was crazy.
Nice.
I'm looking
I
at
dug him in Starship Troopers too, though.
I did like him in Starship Troopers.
He made a good hard ass captain. But
I am looking at a historical list of shows here. I haven't come across Niagara. Oh, there we go. Oh, Niagara Falls Comic Con 2024.
yeah, so
June 7th to the 9th.
first weekend in June.
So yeah, my mistake.
Eh.
I was only a month away.
That's close enough. Hasn't happened yet.
That's true. That is true.
Just like this next one, which will be happening soon. It is coming to Disney Plus on March the 4th. And I don't know if these are legit, but we do have names for the episodes of the upcoming Daredevil Born Again.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Heaven's Half Hour.
Yeah,
Is that any sort of word play on Hell's Kitchen?
I think so, because there's a lot of that in here, like episode 4, Straight to Hell.
Right. With interest, the hollow of his hand, straight to hell, sic semper systema,
Isle of Joy.
excessive force, art for art's sake, and optics. Interesting.
The art for art's sake I find kind of weird, because isn't that MGM's moniker? Over Top of the Lion?
I don't
believe
think
it
so.
is.
Oh, I have
The
to look
Art
it up.
de Grace or whatever.
I'd have to look it up. Yeah.
Gaz says he was also General Katana in Highland.
No, he wasn't. That doesn't count. That movie doesn't fucking count. It doesn't exist. Garbage movie.
Oh. Josh says
It's a long drive to get home. I've almost hit like 6 deer so far.
hit a couple, and then you fill the freezer up with venison.
That's not going to fix the car.
No, I mean you put some ramming bars on the front. I don't know.
Cow catcher
There you go.
on your Scion.
Or the more appropriate cow exploder.
Cow exploder. Reactive armor on the front of the cow catcher. Boom.
There you go. Do it up like the vehicle from Evil Dead, Ash versus Evil Dead.
I was gonna say like one of those storm chaser cars
Yeah.
with all the like angled plates on it.
Yep.
I'm interested in this.
I think it's gonna be good. The trailers look awesome. It's set 5 years after the Netflix show.
Oh yeah, okay.
And that is confirmed by Wilson Bethel, who's coming back to play Benjamin Dex Poindexter, or Bullseye.
Yeah.
But yeah, Charlie Cox is back as Matt Murdock, Vincent D'Onofrio back as Wilson Fisk.
5 years after the events of the original. So in the original, when they were saying it was part of, there were some
There was
Avenger
definitely ties.
references.
Like, you looked on the wall in the newspaper offices and you saw like the Battle for New York, and
There were some references. So if we were to guess, do you have a rough idea where that puts it in relation to the other parts of the MCU?
I would think it might get us
Pre-Endgame.
or right close with it.
You think so?
Yeah, because between Infinity War and Endgame was a 5-year gap.
Yep.
So
Yep.
tough to say. I mean, I'm sure there'll be like other things, but there is rumors saying that they are going to disregard the crossover with She-Hulk,
Oh, the
Yeah.
one night stand.
the one night stand, which kind of sucks because that would again place that in a certain time frame.
Come on, who didn't love seeing Daredevil doing the walk of shame?
It was awesome. But yeah, even Karen Page and Foggy Nelson, their actors are coming back as well. Eldon,
I feel like the show would not be the same without them, to be
Yeah.
honest. So,
yeah. Josh saying,
if I have to hit a deer, I'd rather be in this old car that's really great on gas than in my cool car. I wouldn't want you to be in your cool car either. That would
No.
be terrible.
but we got one more tonight before we get to the
Oh.
final segment. And all the lawsuits, all the negative, let's end on a positive. Because this morning we were gifted.
Oh, you were around this morning.
I was
Okay,
around this
good.
And Marvel has released a bunch of posters to get you all hyped up for Fantastic Four First Steps. And they're all like, prepare for launch.
Yeah.
And which they did this morning, launching that
In
trailer.
a stupid way. I'm sorry.
You didn't like that? The
I did not
extended
like
version?
the 1 hour live stream of staring at the launch pad, listening to fake radio traffic
With
that
the,
had no connection
Future
to.
Foundation presents.
Okay, so the concept of that I liked. The execution, dumb.
Little bit.
You
less.
could have done that in 30 seconds.
They should have been like, a bit less than that. but-
I actually
because
thought
the footage started to repeat after a while.
I saw the rocket on the pad and I'm like, oh, okay, so at go time, the rocket's going to take off and that's going to be our trailer.
Yeah, and we'll
No.
see our origin.
No, that's not it at all.
No.
Okay,
But
that part of it aside, and the fact that I don't know who the interviewer was this morning,
Yeah.
she was awful.
Eh.
She was terrible.
she missed a beat.
The trailer itself.
So good.
Mm.
I was
liked it.
I was a little shocked when I heard Ben Grimm speak, just because our previous iterations he's always been gravelly and gruff and.
Oh, you mean Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
I was worried because my introduction to Eben Moss Bacharach was Skeen in Andor, and he was such a slimy villain. I was really worried about him being Ben, but
The
then it's
ever-loving
like
blue-eyed thing.
after watching that whole sequence in the kitchen and him, I'm like, I'm good with this.
The visuals on him are fucking spectacular.
Yeah, I mean,
we got what we got with the Fox ones.
sure,
And it was Rock Dude.
the Michael Chiklis.
Yeah. And then the follow-up one where he's like more rock guy, but
Yeah, he's more
this is
like
more comic accurate.
He's-
Finally.
that other one with Miles Teller.
Yeah.
Reminds me more of Korg than Ben
Yes.
Grimm.
But yeah, we did get the trailer. We've linked to it in the show notes if you haven't seen it. Not the hour-long version, just the straight trailer. But yeah,
It's just a teaser. It's what?
is.
It's under a minute or a
it's
minute.
around minute and
3?
30.
Minute 3?
Something like
Is
that.
it longer than that? It's
But-
not very long.
Like Sean says here, yes, finally we have proper Galactus.
Yeah.
All we get to see is the back of his head as he's staring down at the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, but it's less than 24 hours and people are already complaining. Why is he so small?
The dude is standing like 1,000 feet in the sky.
Do
How
we
is
know
that
that?
small?
I don't know. And
How-
but we've seen Galactus at various sizes over the years. So
Yeah.
there, what is breaking with this?
Nothing.
Nothing.
This is going back to the comic version because he was visible on the ground. He landed on the planet and,
But Galactus has been portrayed as being small, like skyscraper tall.
well,
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's been portrayed as being that small. So this doesn't
he's not a
bother me.
cloud. I'm good.
He's not a cloud. No.
Yeah. Like, no cloud.
Who
we're
is
good.
that? Parallax? What?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, wrong franchise. Same crappy villain.
Yeah. But like we see Ben Grimm in his street disguise. We get to see Sue Storm give a little bit of invisible woman power.
Yeah, the only powers we didn't see
Our Reed
were
Richards.
Reeds.
We do get a little bit of Johnny flying around in full flame.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And we got Herbie.
Love Herbie.
He was awesome.
The fact that he did not say a fucking word,
Yeah.
that he just stared and tapes spinning, I'm like, perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
We got a variation on the Fantasticar.
Now, has this version appeared anywhere else?
I don't think so, because back in Deadpool and Wolverine, we actually got the proper comic
Yeah,
fantasy
yeah,
scar.
yeah.
But I'm not that worried about it.
This car's gonna fly before the movie's over.
I think so. We also got a shot of John Malkovich and his mystery character, who people are already speculating who he's going to
Red
be.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Red Ghost. Not familiar with that character.
He hangs around with a bunch of mind-controlled apes.
Yeah, yeah.
Do his dirty work for him. But
Wes, in less than 24 hours, the interweb will have already figured out the whole story after breaking down this teaser.
I don't know. They're still holding back. Like, we haven't seen Reed Richards' powers.
No.
We have not seen.
I wonder what he
our
does.
girl is the Silver Surfer.
No, we haven't.
So is she going to be full silver? Is she going to be like partial silver? Who knows?
Why wouldn't they just, you know what? They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Frankie Ray, like other heralds, like, come on.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. I'm sure it will be fine.
Yeah. Like, the way Ben Grimm looks here, I can't get over it. It's so perfect.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, like you said, we don't have to wait too long. July 25th, 2 weeks after Superman.
Mrs. Grimm's baby boy.
Yep.
I do like it.
I did find it weird though that they had, or when the host lady this morning was like, everybody just whisper it. It's clobbering time.
But it's never been. It's clobbering
You don't
time.
whisper that, yeah.
And I thought for sure he was gonna give us one there on the podium,
I was
but he
hoping
didn't.
for one, but he gave us a little one.
Yeah, yeah. Pedro looked rather uncomfortable.
I think he kind of felt a little underdressed after the fact, because everybody else was like, high dress stuff.
I don't want to speculate, but I almost thought that he was making a political statement with that shirt.
You think so?
I do, but
I didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah. I could be wrong. But
I did kind of find it funny that Sue Storm is literally a little bit taller than he is.
she won't look like it in the movie.
No, I mean, as you can see in the first shot,
yeah,
here,
yeah.
standing side by side, they're pretty much level. But her standing on that platform.
Oh, beside him, yeah, yeah.
And
Well, she was in heels too.
True.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not super familiar with her, but I think she'll do well. Also looking forward to Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm there.
Yeah, wasn't he?
He was in Stranger Things.
Eddie.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And apparently we're going to see more of him in this final season. So, but yeah, looks good. Looks good.
Gaz says, all I'm saying, there should be a nod to the king, Jack Kirby, somewhere in this film.
I'm sure there will be.
His name will be in the credits, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Which is probably not enough.
No. But
maybe they could do like, we're placing this in what, the 50s, 60s?
50s or 60s, yeah. Space race time.
Somebody's reading a newspaper, and in the comics is a Kirby panel.
That'd be cool.
Eh? I don't know. We could do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting, again, period piece. What other Marvel characters
were active in that time?
Yeah, yeah. Are we going to see anybody else? Are we going to get a reference to maybe a young Isaiah Bradley?
Maybe.
Or is he Vietnam era?
Tough call.
I don't remember.
Go back and watch
Vietnam, Korea? There are other people out there.
Oh, there are, for sure.
I mean, technically, Bucky's out there.
Yeah. Winter soldiering it up.
That's right. Yep.
But yeah, trailer looks awesome. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And I didn't put a slide in, but have you watched the first couple episodes of the new Spider-Man?
I watched the first episode last night.
And?
Mixed feelings about it.
Really?
Yeah, I have mixed feelings. One, it's pretty neat. The actor that they've hired is definitely trying to play Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm.
Aunt May is definitely trying to be Marissa Tomei.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the MCU.
You don't think so?
No, it's not. 1,000,000% it's not. There's a venomized being in the first episode. There's a comic accurate Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
The Stark Tower is in the background, which looks like the MCU Stark Tower, but I don't buy that this is MCU Spider-Man. I think this is an alternate. It's a what if world. Do you know what I mean? It's another Marvel Earth.
I don't think so, but the Venom figure, actually, I was tickled pink with that.
Yeah.
Because if you go back in the line,
Yep.
do you remember the Venom symbiote figure?
The action figure?
Yeah.
Like from Toy Biz?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Because it's basically that being.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, they went with that Venom.
Yeah.
But
I feel it's kind of like, when we did the whole thing with Ant-Man. Was it Ant-Man? Who was it where was it where John Krasinski played Reed Richards? And Patrick Stewart came back as
that
Professor
was
X.
Multiverse of Madness.
Right, it was the Doctor Strange
too.
movie. But even Doctor Strange comes out. Where are we?
Yeah.
In Midtown High. Oh, we're not supposed to be here. And I'm like, oh, because we haven't formally introduced symbiotes into the MCU. I don't think they're going to do that in a cartoon series.
That'd be a neat way to do it, though.
I feel like this is another universe. And Doctor Strange coming through chasing that thing is Doctor Strange from another
it could be
universe coming into
Nothing
this
can
one.
be ruled out at this point.
But, no.
But
multiverse.
Yeah. I'm loving the styling because it goes back to the early days of the comic.
Yeah.
But it mixes it with that new MCU
It does, yeah. I said to Kim watching it, I'm like, oh, as he's like swinging through the city, I said, I got to go back to that scene in Spider-Man when Tony Stark looks in the box and sees the homemade costume. I got to go back and look at that to see how it compares.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched the first episode.
I've seen.
I liked it. There's only 2.
Yeah. I'm really digging it.
Okay, it's okay. I like it. It just okay. We're not there yet for me
because they keep introducing people, and I like it.
Okay,
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I'll get the second episode in sometime tonight, and I'll get back to you on that.
All right. But that does bring us to our final item of the evening.
Are we there now?
We are there.
We are there now. Oh, we gotta. This is not on the docket. We didn't do a slide for it, but they just announced the last part of the last season of Cobra Kai today.
Ooh. Good.
Yeah, so that's coming later this month.
Nice.
Nothing really new. Just a whole overdub thing between Daniel and Johnny, and a lot of like. Basically, it's the history of the show. We started as enemies, and who knew that we'd be together and only be stronger, and now we're on the same team. Let's go kick some ass. There is a couple of new scenes. There's one with Daniel's wife, and they're at a tournament somewhere. Oh, because this last batch of episodes is bringing them back to the All Valley under 18, and then you got Daniel's wife, who's always been the level head, like this karate crazy in this house, and it's. Well, she's fully in it. She's like, kick some ass. Nice. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
Sheldon's twin sister.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Where are we now? It is time. Once again. You know what time it is. It's Andy. He's out in the aisles. He's hunting for you and I so that we can save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
All right. This week, for fans of DC, even if you got younger ones, Imagine Next DC Super Friends 2-packs are showing up.
These are neat.
Assorted figures. They're good for little ones. Also good for big kids if they just want to play with some durable figures. Selling for $5 at Dollarama. Regular retail on Amazon, $18.
Oh, that's a deal.
And then
less than a third the price.
The other thing that's showing up are Nerf N-Series Ward pew-pews.
I'm sorry. What'd you say? Ward what?
Pew-pews.
You can say it. Ward Dart Blaster.
Okay, we'll call it Dart Blaster instead of a Nerf gun.
Yeah, they're totally Nerf blasters.
Can't call them guns no more. Get you canceled.
Whatever.
I know. But yeah,
Nerf blaster.
Foam dart shooter.
Projectile launcher.
There you go. $5 at Dollarama. On Amazon, regular retail, it's $17. So you're saving a few.
One third the price.
Yeah. So head out to those aisles. Grab yourself some deals.
I dig it. I mean, at that price, you could buy like 10 of them and
you can have your Nerf party.
Outfit your pirate costume with like a bunch of them.
Yeah. Then you could be Captain Brutus.
Brutus with his 5 blasters. Oh, man. Another episode of Random Fandom, all chock full. Oh, I didn't do the recap this week. This is Random Fandom for the week
91
of...
for the week of January. We're
already
past January. February 4th.
February 4th. We did miss a couple of weeks, but yeah, episode 91.
Yep. Countdown to 100 draws ever near.
What are we going to do at 100?
I don't know.
I don't know what we should do.
Don't know for sure.
I've spoken to a couple of friends of mine. I want to put this out to the crowd on Sunday nights. Currently, we are back into our Back in Black series, where we have been reviewing Star Wars: The Black Series action figures one wave at a time. As a friend of the show, Josh, Joe fan in the comments, knows, if you send us a photo of an action figure or maybe a photo or two of your entire action figure collection, we would be happy to put them in our fan corner segment. Even better, if you want to come on the show and talk about your action figure or action figure collection, we'd love to hear your story. So you can send us your photos here to the show. You can send them to any of our social platforms. Or directly by email at fandompower3@gmail.com. Fandom Corner. Fan Corner. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. So yeah, we'll be back on Sunday. We did have a life moment happen, so we had to very last minute cancel Sunday's show, but that's okay. We are back on track for this weekend. And of course,
we'd rather have our round table.
Absolutely. It just doesn't make sense to not have all three of us for that one.
I'm not as versed in Black Series.
Yeah, you're not as deep as the 300 some Black Series figures.
Yeah.
What do you have a count on yours? You got a handful.
I've got a handful. I got the Bad Batch, and I got a few of the Mandalorian, and
sure. So
a couple, like the Luke and a Chewie, and
like 20.
Probably 30.
30.
Probably.
Only
my Ahsoka.
A tenth of.
Yeah.
I
got my Captain Phasma.
That's cool. Josh says, I had my son, so I wouldn't be able to watch much anyway. I don't have my son this weekend, though. Okay, fair enough.
There you go.
All right. That's it for me, man. You got anything you want to wrap up with?
I am tapped out.
All right.
For folks out there, I know things are kind of getting dark in the whole media circus, so look for positive.
Yeah.
Toys and movies and comics. Support your local comic shop.
That's a great line, man.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, everybody, remember, whatever your thing is, toys, comics, TV, movies, I don't care. Just fan on. And remember, for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
We will see you on the next one. Bye for now.